Hey guys, welcome back to the LifeWallet podcast. Sadly, I'm not joined with JP today. He is feeling a little under the weather. Is it associated with the game? We may never know. But instead, I got an amazing co-host for today, Danny Boy Kane. Say hi, Danny Boy.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
So let's get started. Let's get right into the game. Tell me about the fan experience.
Let me tell you something about A&M, okay? You go into that place, okay? You go into Kyle Field. The atmosphere around there, to see it on TV is one thing. To see it in person, whoa, that is an experience. That is an amazing experience, okay? And 107,000 in that building making noise like that, wow. All I have to say is wow.
That's gotta be a little intimidating. How was the school spirit? Were you able to feel it while in those stands?
Oh, you're not kidding. You're definitely not kidding. The experience is second to none. Let me tell you. I thought our experience was great, but when you go into that building, and the fans there could not have been nicer to us. They really couldn't. I think they're great fans. That's a first-class organization there. Can't wait for them to come down September 9th next year.
I've heard a lot about the fans, their hospitality.
Very professional, first class, very well run there.
Wow. It's really cool to see how they were able to welcome us. And we had a pretty large group. Tell me about the other ticket winners.
I'll tell you this. It was nice. I didn't want it to be about me because actually he invited me months ago. Mm-hmm. But I wanted it to be about them. This is like a lifetime, once in a lifetime experience. And this is for them to enjoy. This is their moment. I didn't want it to be about me. That's why I sat with Camilla, Tommy, Andres, Daniel. Right. I say, you know what? This is their time. Right. Let them have the experience. It's their time.
So how was that flight? I heard
I will tell you.
It was amazing. I'm really excited here.
I mean, it was an incredible flight. We had a good time. We had a blast on there. The crew could not have been better. First class crew all the way.
How was the log-on? I heard something about biometrics being used.
Now, the biometrics I thought was interesting. I mean, I'm glad they do that. I think you're going to see more people start doing that in the next couple of years. I think they take a picture of you and they give you the whole 9 yards on that. I thought it was interesting. I feel you're going to start to see this more and more in the coming years.
Well, that's what LifeWallet's all about, using the biometrics to connect all sorts of technology together. And we're really excited that you guys were able to use it on the plane. Yeah,
I understand you guys are going to use it at Disney at some point down the road.
I can never confirm or deny anything on this podcast.
Obviously.
That's what my line is.
I want to see really how the defense does against Middle Tennessee.
I'm really excited to see what they can bring next weekend and what they can bring during the season.
Yeah, I want to see. That's the last tune-up before conference play starts. I want to see how it does because Middle Tennessee runs a up-tempo offense, and they have a spread offense. But I got to see other guys step up. Looking at you, Thad Franklin. Who's going to step up? We got to start going pass heavy, and let's loosen up that Middle Tennessee D, and then we run the football. I think we're going to be fine. To be honest, Daniella, I don't think we're going to be seriously tested until maybe the Clemson game. But I'm not to say Carolina is not going to be good. Hey, they've beaten us the last 3 years. That's got to change this year. Virginia Tech's rebuilding, so they're going to get better. Duke's been a surprise this year.
Right.
Keep an eye on that Duke-Kansas game either this week or next week. That's going to be in the game to watch. Then you have Virginia on the road, and, of course, FSU. You know about FSU. And then Georgia Tech, who's been absolutely horrible this year. My goodness.
Were you able to meet Billy? The robot.
I'm not sure who Billy is.
He's our robot. Our little mascot.
Oh, yes, I did. John put a picture on there of him. And I got to tell you, I like Billy the robot. I think he's pretty interesting. He's an interesting character.
I'm a big fan of Billy over here. We actually even have him coming in right now. Guys, this is Billy. We have him on every podcast.
Hello, Billy. I know you remember me. You sat next to me on the ride to College Station.
We have plenty of pictures of the fans with Billy and plenty of just pictures of the experience altogether. But speaking of the game, I wanted to talk about Jalen Rivers. He's one of our athletes here. And last week, he did a commercial about the LifeWallet resources that are being provided to veterans and family members affected by contamination at Camp Lejeune. So you should check out the commercial. We have some BTS for you. Hey guys, I'm Daniella, and today I'm here with the offensive lineman Jalen Rivers from the University of Miami. What's up?
What's up? How are you?
Pretty good today. So let's start off with some basic questions.
Okay.
What is your pregame ritual?
So my pregame ritual is, everybody assumes that everybody listens to music. I don't listen to anything. I'm just to myself. I'm focused on what I got to do. I'm focusing on what it takes to, fulfill my goals for the game, which is, if I'm going to block somebody, how am I going to block them, and, really just how am I going to focus on the outcome of the game, and, just thinking about that process.
So now let's get into a little bit more about what you're doing here today. Can you tell me about this commercial about Camp Lejeune and why veterans are so important to you?
Well, I appreciate everything that is done for our veterans, and I appreciate LifeWallet as well because, veterans, they're well appreciated in the world, in our country, and I come from a background where a lot of my family members were in the military, specifically in the Navy. And it means a lot to me to honor them and focus on them and highlight what they've been through and what they did for our country. And I really appreciate that and what we're doing for the Camp Lejeune.
How does it feel to be a part of a team like LifeWallet that is helping these veterans and these communities?
It's good to be with that type of organization because they really look and go out their way to really help people that need their help. And, like for me, I come from a military background, and a lot of people honor them. A lot of people have different opinions about, the military in general, but it's really important to honor those, and it's good to be with LifeWallet that is looking for any opportunity to help anybody that needs that.
So what do you say to those fans that are coming out to all your games and supporting you guys?
And we love you and keep supporting us.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to me, answering all my questions, and we're really excited for the season.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
See, what we do here with our athletes is we have them actually working, because a part of what NIL is that athletes have to work for their paycheck, and as opposed to just being paid for being athletes. And what we do is we have them film commercials weekly and whenever they can, so that we can actually show the world what they're doing with their to earn their money.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, I saw something the other day. I think I posted it last night. There was a kid that got an NIL, supposed to get an NIL, didn't happen. I'd have to send you the link on that. I think I sent the link to John last night. I mean, if you get a chance, hopefully he got a chance to see it, and I want to bring it to his attention because what you guys do is first class.
Right.
Okay, you guys do a very first class job with what you have, and I really respect and appreciate that. I really do.
One more question I wanted to ask you actually was, how was it like hanging out with the NIL king, John Ruiz?
I got to tell you a story. We were walking. I walked to him because I look at a beeline. Took a beeline right at him. He said, "So this must be the famous John Ruiz."
You can just tell.
He was happy to see me. He actually was happy to see me. He really was. Gave me a hug, everything. Took pictures with him. Very, very good guy. I got to tell you. Everything they say about him is the truth. He is the real deal.
And it's really cool. It's been really inspiring working with him. Speaking of our athletes working, we may or may not have athletes coming to our health fair on October 9th to have some meet and greets and really just interact with you guys. But on top of it, we're also going to be having plenty of fitness and nutrition sessions, health and wellness screenings, healthy bites and beverage, giveaways, interactive booth, mental health resources, stretch massages, and even more exciting stuff for you guys. So we're really happy for you guys to know what's coming up, and hopefully Danny Boy's going to be there to meet you guys.
I want you guys to have a great, successful fair that day.
A little birdie told me that we're going to have some athletes there, even including some football players, so I can't wait to see you guys show up.
Okay.
Cool.
You guys are going to do very well with that.
Yeah. And one more surprise we have. I heard it was your birthday today, so
it sure is. This book was sent to me by my significant other yesterday, called Tales from the Miami Hurricane Sideline, a collection of the greatest Miami Hurricane stories ever told. Jim March is the author. I'm going to read this book starting tonight or tomorrow. I suggest you get it. It is highly recommended you get this book. If you everything you wanted to know about the Miami Hurricanes and behind what really happened, read this book.
I mean, the Canes are great, and we're going to see that this season. But before we leave,
Yes.
I have to sing you happy birthday. So,
Please do.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And that's all we have for today, guys. I'm really excited for you guys to come out to the health fair. Thanks for coming on, Danny. Hope to talk to you again.
Same here. Take care.